Welcome back to the
How the fuck? How the fuck? Yo!
I paid attention.
No!
Okay.
Oh.
It's getting better and better. It's getting better and better. Once he started counting down and y'all all got ready, I was like, all right, I got clap.
We did the Spider-Man joke. We said, hold up.
I was like, which one of y'all motherfuckers told him?
No, we got Mark and Quinn here, special guest. How you doing, man?
What's up, my man? How y'all?
Introduce yourself. Right there. Camera right there.
What's up, y'all? My name is Chris. I'm a photographer from Philadelphia. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's why you here. There's a lot of talent in this room right now, and you about like 90% of it.
Nah, that's all.
You got all of it.
Y'all to the fives. I'm just here for the looks. He's like, nah.
Nah, man. It's good to have you here, man. I appreciate you coming through. It's a little bit of technical difficulty, so we're gonna make the most of what we got right now. But it's still good. It's still good vibes here. Even us fucking up right now, we were still cracking the fuck up before we cut the camera on.
Here it goes.
Yeah. I don't even know what store to take you. But you good?
Yeah, I was cool.
How you feeling, man? What's new? What's going on, man?
Nah, man, I've just been shooting like as much as I can. I've been switching over to like film photography.
Okay.
So I've just been getting, I've just been
That's
getting
cool.
like being like learning how to use that camera because it's way different from like switching over. So it's like it sucks.
Come on, Q.
What?
I know.
What are you
I'm
doing?
like, what is that
What?
noise?
Why is your mask on?
Oh, you know what, bro? It's like, at this point, I be forgetting.
You had it off.
I did, right?
You put
Oh,
it
because the
back
bull
on.
came back in.
Yeah.
My fault, y'all. All right.
We good? Okay. Good. But let's get to you. So you were. I always ask this like when we have our guests. So you originally like born and raised in Philly?
Yeah.
Cool. Because the last couple of times we asked, it'd be like, oh, not at all. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, it'd be a surprise. You know, you think we all from Philly, so it's just like a common thing we have to ask now.
Yeah. It's like me and my dad, we're the only like generations that are from Philly. Like from America.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So where's the rest
Originally, like everyone's from my family's from Milan, like Italy, and then my grandma, like straight off, like my great grandma, she's straight off like a boat. Like she came here and then she moved to Philly. I was just like, damn, out of all places.
Yeah, that always is funny to me. Like for people that come from different countries, like what made you decide what part to go to?
I always asked her, like when she originally came here, she came to New York.
Okay.
And then her and my great grandfather moved to Philly, and I asked her, I'm like, why out of all places you come here? She's like, your grandfather's brother had a factory. I'm like, so that was like the closed case.
It's like, okay,
Oh, you got a
so that was-
factory.
We out.
Bet.
Oh, you get money.
Bro.
What type of factory did he have?
All right.
I don't really know, to be honest.
I want a history lesson.
Nah, I never
Okay.
really, she never really told me.
All
That's
right.
crazy.
My uncle had a shoelace factory.
We're not gonna get into factories.
Oh, all right.
That's about my man's right here. But yeah, that's tough. I see. It's always interesting. Like you always suspect every time. It's like, oh yeah, I'm from Philly, but there's always deeper shit to that. So I always like to ask. But
I was gonna say, like, my man, sorry to cut you off. Like, my man's, like, I know him for, like, 13 years. Whole time I never knew he wasn't even from Philly.
really,
Yeah, he was like, I'm from, like, Iowa. I'm like,
I'm from Iowa.
he said, ew.
because I'm like, yo, that's, like, something, like, you never told me. This whole time I
Yeah.
thought you, like, lived 2 blocks away from me my whole life.
I lived in Ohio for a week.
How was that?
It was cool.
Here we go.
I was a baby.
Oh, so it didn't
So,
really
so he has no memory of it.
Yeah.
Only from what people told him.
Nah, bro. I
Bring
remember.
Keep Mike down, hollering every time he left. I'm gonna bring that down. He said, ha.
How about y'all? Y'all both born and
Yeah.
raised?
Born and raised. Yeah.
Born and raised in Philly, yeah.
More important. It's kind of like weird for me because like
Oh, this is a Jersey man right here now.
Don't disrespect him, bro.
Oh my God, y'all not gonna ostracize me like
Jersey
this
right
right
now.
now.
That's a Jersey man.
All right, Kanye, relax. Relax, Kanye.
But no, it's always like this interview is kind of like different because like I always feel like I've always heard his name. Like I always heard Chris Riebow, like what he does and I'm like I never knew who this man was, and now I'm here talking to you, so it's kind of cool. And I always followed what you did and heard of you, so I'm like, all right, who is this man? Like I don't even know what this man looked like. Like I went on your page to like look up, like all right, so I get a picture of this man. I see all these rappers and shit. I'm like, who is this man? Like I don't
It's
know who
crazy.
I'm pulling up to.
You're the first person to ever, like, pronounce my last name right on first try.
Really?
Everybody usually call me, like, Riebow.
Really?
We always say Riebow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say Riebow.
Like, there's one girl, she's like, yeah, she's like, Chris Riebow. I'm like, that's not me.
That's not my name.
Yo, get his fucking name right.
Okay.
Let him know.
Get his fucking name right. Riebow. No Riebow. What the fuck is a Riebow? Bitch. Got you.
But yeah. So I'm like, all right, so we finally get him on. Like, let me do my research, look at what he's been up to, all this other stuff. I'm like, but who's Chris? I'm like, I keep seeing this one same person. I'm like, that has to be him. I keep seeing him over and over again.
You know how I didn't meet Danny this way, but I used to see him when I used to go home from school. I used to take the L, and Danny was always on the L, acting stupid. And I was
Sounds like Danny.
I was like, yo, this guy's fucking annoying, but he's cool.
Danny?
I'm confused.
No.
I'm like really confused. Like, where's the story going?
No. He's like a mutual friend. Danny's a super cool dude. Yeah.
But I was just like so confused. I'm like, wait.
Super duper Danny.
Yeah, you meet Danny, he's just like, this is his own world.
Yeah.
For sure. What?
I know.
You look at me and laughing. So you're here because you're photography, obviously, and clearly if you follow him on Instagram, at Chris Riebow, you see all his stuff on there, and it's high quality as shit and never lacking.
Thanks.
And I just want to know how long have you been doing it? What made you start? Origin story. Let's go.
Right. So originally, it was around 5 years ago. Okay. It was December because before like photography, I was always into like clothes.
Okay.
And,
I remember that. I've been following you for a while.
And then like
we started around the same time doing photography.
And then like
and I just stopped.
Shit kept going, bro. And then like originally, me and all my friends, like like all them old Tumblr photos, they used to take like the cool outfits. In my mind, I'm like, yo, we def could do that. Mm-hmm. So it was like Christmas time of 2015. I bought like a $200 camera with Christmas money. And then I just started like just taking pictures, like me and my two friends, like it just outfits, like not even showing our faces.
Just
and then,
neck down.
Yeah, and then I was like, all right, let me just try something else. And then we just started taking like pictures like every day as much as we can. That's how I even met Danny through pictures. And then probably like 4 or 5 months later, we started like I noticed I'm like, all right, like I could really start doing something with this. And then like probably like a year after that, upgraded the camera, and then ever since then I just kept going.
Moving.
That's what's up.
That's love. I wish, my phone's over there. I want to ask you about specific things, but my phone's over there, so it's filming our faces. But I dug like through everybody you were working with. I'm like, I see Grammy nominated artists. I seen you was in LA. I seen you ran into this was a while ago. I dug deep with like a couple.
All right, Sean Evans. Hey.
LA.
Yeah.
It was Kid Ink.
Kid Ink, and I also saw like some Vine people like Demetrius Harmon and like what's his friend name?
Angela.
Yeah, him. I seen them like you was like first day in LA, like ran into them.
Yeah,
some shit like that.
It was crazy. They both follow me too now on Instagram.
That's what's up.
Cause like I was driving down, I think it was like Fairfax, and then like I know what they look like because I always loved their videos. So once I seen them, I legit like pulled over in the middle of traffic, like hazard lights on and everything. And I walked in the store. I was like, hey, just to let you know, I'm a real big fan. I was wondering if I could just take a picture of you. And he was like, yeah, sure. And then we just shot right in front of the store they were at, and then that was it.
That's love. Wow. That's cool though. At least they weren't like bougie LA type. Like,
nah.
It's like nah.
Yeah, once I met them,
you.
once I met them, I was like, hey, like just know I'm a big fan and everything. They was like, oh, thanks. Like that. I was like, yo, can I take a picture? They was like, yeah. And while I was talking, they was like, yo, where you from? I was like, I'm from Philly. They was like, yo, it's crazy. He's like, we've been meeting a lot of creative people from Philly lately. I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, damn, how many people be out here?
Yeah, like you'd be surprised people just be making that move.
Philly don't support Philly, dog.
Never.
Yeah, you don't even know Philly people in LA because they just be quiet about this shit. Moving silence. Real D's moving silence like lasagna.
It's funny, like, how long ago was that picture?
That was 2018.
Yeah, and then to see where they at now, like what each of them are doing is kind of crazy too. Like they be doing like I don't know.
Demetrius is like
he get like
crazy.
brand deals, like magazines, and like he got his You Matter shit that just I know what this man's making bank off of. Like,
yo, his
shit sell out fast as fuck.
Yeah, they do.
And they be like $80 a pop, but it'd be high quality shit.
He's like sponsored by like Wendy's now.
Yeah,
I'm like, yo, that's tough.
I was gonna say that. Because I wasn't too sure if that's who sponsored them. But I remember the commercials and shit.
And if you follow them, you see like, oh, I got this package from Adidas or like Dior. I'm like, all right, like I ain't
right,
like
just get random packages. That's where it be at.
Yeah. That crazy ass random, like how you get random merch from Dior, like what the
you just
like,
chilling
what kind
at
of type
home
of shit you on?
It's right on your doorstep.
You just making videos in your bedroom, and all of a sudden you just living like
crazy.
that.
That goes to show that like anything can happen as long as you put like your time in it.
Yeah.
Sure. And then I seen a bunch of artists in there. I was looking at, even on the way over here, I was looking at like your feed. Or I was in class actually, not paying attention. I was looking at your feed, and I seen like you had like concert shots of like H.E.R, the musician, like on guitar and shit, and just a whole bunch of other people. I'm like, this is crazy. Like, so how does that process usually go? Like, I know I spoke to one other person before, like who would do concerts. Like, how does that process work? That you get to do all that?
So like the little concerts, like Lil Baby and everything was just through a friend because he performed at a club. And then there's a rapper called Hunter Izzy. He's from Baltimore. I shot with him through another photographer, and he was like, Izzy's gonna be in Philly. He was like, he needs a photographer. So they just sent me to the tour bus. And then with the H.E.R shots, that was the Roots Picnic. And then I got plugged in through my man's Fresco. Because Fresco plugged me in with a girl named H.E.R. And then, like, they both were just like, all right, like, yeah, we're just going to let them do it. Then after that, I just went from there. Cool. I already like doing concerts, though, like, personally.
I could imagine, like, that environment. Just like, well, you dead up front, like, with all that shit going on.
That, too, and it's just, like, it's so many people getting one shot.
You feel like you fighting too much or, like...
it's like everyone's doing the same exact photo, and we're all about to post the same exact photo.
That is, I can see how that's probably difficult.
You get it for free, though, right?
Yeah.
Not too bad.
There's an upside.
I know, I got to see 21.
Yeah.
That concert was crazy, though, because, like, his sound effects went off, and there were gunshots, and everybody thought there were actual gunshots, so everybody started running. Like, you never seen that? It was like the Roots Picnic, like, kids were getting run over, kids got lost with their parents.
I think I saw it on, like, the Shade Rooms, John. It was something, like...
That's wild.
It was, like, that, because the same shit happened with DMX, and they used it sounded like a real-ass gunshot, and then motherfuckers started bitching.
More now. You can't do that.
And like that whole time, 21 just walked off so solid. I'm like, yo, you really about that life. Like nothing scares you.
Remember that video, the little meme video, John, that came out when he's like,
He's really fight one of these.
Yeah, he's like, oh, fuck my motherfuckers.
Beat the shit out of one of these niggas.
But that's my favorite video.
Yeah.
They did it with the caption. It was like, Batman, since you don't have no superpowers, what would you do? Like, I really beat the shit out of one of these.
Motherfuckers don't want to fight no more. I really beat the shit out of you.
Yeah.
So a lot of those times where you get to shoot, like, do you get any interaction with a lot of these people, or usually just?
Sometimes, like, right in the back when they get off, like, you could run into them. Like, I ran into Blueface.
Okay.
That was probably like.
Bust down.
Yeah. It's crazy. Like, he's taller than me. He
Yeah.
made me look mad short.
Really?
I ran into him and Davido. I don't really know any songs by him, but I know he was up there. And like I know he had the crowd like going crazy, cause they were telling me he had like a bit like Haitian like fan base. So
Lit.
What?
Lit.
That's love. Yeah, but that's so usually it's a lot of like mutual friends and stuff like that. Like how you get into them things. Cause I know before I've seen before where like. Or even when I thought about it, I tried to look into it. A lot of times people like apply to get like a media pass or some shit like that. Yeah. But a lot of times your shit is just like connection based. Yeah. That's love.
It sucks though, cause like there is like a lot of times like I apply to something and they'll just never like call you back. That's about okay.
Damn. So I want to ask a question really just like what is like the favorite part about taking pictures and just like what you do?
Honestly, it's just seeing like the results, to be honest. Okay. Like especially since I switched over to like film, where it's like I have to wait.
So you like do you like go through the whole process of getting the negatives done and all that?
So far I'm trying to learn how to develop, but like I'll drop off like the film, it'll get developed, but I'll scan it myself. So I get to see like the end result right there. Like I'll pick the coloring and everything. Gotcha. So like just to show like that whole time, I'm just like, all right, like.
Cause that shit is a lot. My fault. I mean, yawn and shit. That's the shit. I've been up since 3:30 in the morning, bro. I'm tired of shit. With the whole like process of like doing the negatives and all that shit, I know that shit's like mad tedious. It's like crazy, super
like,
long.
Once like the sunlight hits the film, it's done. Like you can never use it again. I'm just
wow, that's crazy.
That's why you see them like in film and like movies. You see them people like in a dark red room.
Dark ass red room, fucking. It's a whole process, bro.
Yeah, that's what's up. Do you feel like you have a certain look towards your photos? Because I know in your feed, like at least your feed stays consistent. Do you usually try to aim for that look in your photos, or do you just?
Yeah, most of the part I try to aim for like a certain look, cause I'm more of like a portrait photographer, and then like I try to do documentary like a lot, like all the like hood stuff that you'd say and everything. That's what I live around all day. So it's just like all right, like let me just copy knowledge.
Sense. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, like now I see a lot of photographers doing the hood stuff. I'm just like, damn it.
And I seen recently you had the like kind of like a merch drop type of thing going on, like a
yeah, the maybe later stuff.
Yeah,
what was it?
With the airbrush.
The maybe later.
The airbrush tee. I fucked with it heavy. I was mad I slept.
Thanks,
but it was just, I was dealing with our shit and I was just caught up like.
I got I'm gonna do hoodies in like 2-3 weeks. I'll pull up on you.
All right, bet.
I started. That's crazy because like that thing been like that maybe later stuff was in my mind for like 5 years. Yeah. I just never did it. Cause I was just like, eh. But now I was like, all right, let me just try this. Just
that design or just the whole concept?
Just like the whole concept, just like the name. And then I was just like, all right, let me just give it a try.
Yeah.
And then once people started, like, it sold out twice. Like, the tees, like, it sold out. I restocked and it sold out again. I was like, damn, that's freaking crazy.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
clean.
that's the thing that's crazy. Like until you
Yeah,
try
super
it out,
crazy.
like you wouldn't know. Like it would even be that. And like that's like the thing. Like now you got to realize like you just try it and then just see what happens. I mean, you have nothing to really lose out of it, honestly.
Like that's what my friends be saying. Like legit, like their response to everything is like, it's only one way to find out.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
just like, all right.
So just do it and hey, look, you find out something. It's good.
Next thing you know, somebody coming up to you trying to take your picture. Fucking.
I hate taking pictures.
I mean, I feel like that's a big like photographer. Like somebody who works with a camera usually doesn't.
Like the irony, yeah.
Like I hate it so much.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Hey.
But no, for sure. Like I saw that and I was like, wow, like it's like what you're doing was popping at the moment, and it's probably gonna, in a couple weeks when you do it again, it's probably gonna sell out again.
Thanks.
And
Man.
I see a lot of people trying to push their like clothing brands and everything. I like to see it because there's a lot of different ideas coming out.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of trends, but I feel like it's also a lot of people doing things in their own way, which I like.
Yeah, like seeing how someone could put their own touch into something. It's just like, wow, okay, I wasn't expecting it to look like that, or just how they were about to go about it. So I think that's really cool, honestly.
And it's crazy too to show like what someone can Philly could like do. Like for example, Deke with like Paradox.
Yeah.
Like he's starting in Philly now. He's like everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, but there's a lot of people like
That shit's fire.
Deke.
Mhm.
This shit crazy. Like there's a lot of people like Fredo got some shit coming out. And I know like we all that's how all of our mains and shit. Yo, he got some shit coming out like heavy.
I want to flourish.
There you go.
Yeah, I grabbed that airbrush that he got coming out.
Yeah, I'm seeing it.
He still got. I believe he still got some hats from the breast cancer thing.
The
that
pink
he's doing.
Johns, right?
Yeah.
The
They're
pink
crazy.
ones.
Them Johns hard.
I got the black one that he originally released, and I wear that everywhere. Like,
I like the black one with the white lettering and all that.
yeah. Why are you talking like that?
Well,
the way to let them.
it's just fire.
For sure. Mark, I want to do the questions real quick, the bullshit questions.
Oh.
I mean, you could have did it. No, you do it. You do it. Pick out 10. So what we usually do is obviously we ask our regular question like of who you are, what you do. We ask like a speed round type, like 10 random questions. Just as soon as you hear the question, spit back an answer, and then we see what we got. You might have seen this before, but let's see.
All right. Let me just see if I can get all these so I know I'm not messing up.
Ask the one that people always get stuck on, too. I want to see how this goes as well.
Just want to make sure. Oh, you went.
Can you spit bars?
White.
Okay.
And then just go off of the other ones. Great answer.
Good answer. Good answer.
All right. All right. We'll just start. Shit, why not? McDonald's or Burger King?
McDonald's.
Winter or summer?
Winter.
Chipotle or Qdoba?
I don't know what keto is.
Chipotle.
City Chipotle.
And it's Chipotle. Okay. Apple Music or Spotify?
Apple Music.
Target or Walmart?
Target.
FaceTime or text?
FaceTime.
Yeah.
Drums or flat?
Drums.
J. Cole or Kendrick?
J. Cole.
Okay.
He didn't even like that answer.
All right. Oh,
No, you can go.
all right. Just tell me one, all right?
Oh, I already know what this is.
Damn.
I just want to see how far you can stretch your hands out.
There you go.
I don't like J. Cole or Kendrick, by the way.
I know. I knew by that answer. You just like.
He said, "Fuck." I
Trash.
guess. Man.
You said not any of the
All right.
answers.
I think they're so hyped up.
Okay.
You about to say something?
Get the fuck out.
Huh? Who's your favorite rapper?
No, no, better.
Nah,
Go ahead.
I don't know, man.
Y'all got personal opinions?
Yeah.
All right, so who's your favorite like rapper like right now?
I've been really listening to Spanish. Anuel, I guess. I've really been listening to Spanish music, all like that.
And
Double A. No, I don't know. And I don't know who else. I listen to Jay Wheeler.
You were about to say something before that.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, it's still a Spanish trip. But spit some bars. You gotta close it up.
He just told you, man.
No, I don't give a fuck.
Go for me.
If Eminem, if Machine Gun Kelly, Eminem,
Quinn, we're going until they knock on our door because they fucked us up.
Fucking Chandler. Damn it. All right.
They fucked our shit up, so we're gonna keep going until they kick us out.
Okay.
We already got a refund back, so.
Okay.
That's true.
Yeah. What else I was gonna say? Was that a knock?
I banged my finger.
You give me paranoid.
Jeez.
Yo, my
back
man.
Back up.
Also, what I was gonna say. Fuck.
Shit.
So you had your merch and stuff going on. You got hoodies coming out soon. Any other projects that they should know about that you're working on?
Nothing much. Just got a lot of like photography projects coming out. Like I want to get more into like concept shoots to show like I'm more capable of just linking up with you, just to like take pictures of your outfits all day. I just want to show like I'm really
tough.
like could get artistic if I really wanted to.
No, I think that's really tough, honestly. Like anything like with a concept to it, I think is really cool.
It takes more thought than just pulling up with a camera.
Exactly.
Yeah, and we're trying to get our goal. I'm trying to shoot with Marilyn Manson. I don't listen to him, but I think he's so cool looking. So I was like, all right, that's the
His
goal.
persona. Is
Yeah,
like,
I want to shoot with him and like Future so bad and Tori.
Oh,
respect it for sure. That's exciting enough. So merch, I see you upgrading with the film and doing your thing with that. Also, I'm working with this company right now that like works with photography, and they own like an actual shop and everything. They're looking for people to like work with. And then I was talking to them in a meeting today, and I immediately thought of you. I was like, let me try and see if he's interested. So I'm gonna let you know more about that.
Yeah, better.
After
Let me
all
know.
this, for sure. So we already had the alarm of like get the fuck out.
and it wasn't
kinda
by one of the
it
people.
kinda
It wasn't even like a nod.
Yeah, it kind of sucks. We gotta cut it short because they fuck up, but we're gonna have to try this again a little bit better and
Not for sure.
do better next time. Cause what was that, like 20 minutes? I don't like that, but
Yeah.
we make the most of
Yeah.
it.
It's always been
Best 20 minutes
some stuff.
of y'all
yeah.
lives. But yeah, from there, I guess we have to probably do a send off. Where can they find you and everything that you do?
You can find me on Instagram. Really, that's all I really have. It's Chris Riebow. Chris Riebow. It's not Riebow. It's Riebow.
Fucking Riebow.
There you go.
If you learned anything today,
It's fucking Riebow.
There you go.
so that's what they can find you. Quinn, Mark, where can they find you guys?
Instagram, Twitter, Pornhub, Big Daddy Dick Q.
That's your Instagram handle too.
Yeah. No, find me Instagram, Twitter, Q, etc. And then my OnlyFans is Big Daddy Dick Q. And Mark, where can they find you?
Find me Instagram, Twitter at Marky Mark. I don't know which camera to really look at, honestly.
You
There's
on there.
two. All right, cool.
This
you
camera,
can also
this
find me
camera.
on Twitch too, MC Marky Mark. Do that too as well. So you follow me on there. Where can they find you?
Everything for me on is ETC Victor, especially even Twitch now. I set up my Twitch account and my setup and everything and my like all the overlays and shit. I just haven't streamed yet because school being a bitch. But probably this weekend. So this
Let's
past
get it.
weekend by the time this drops, and in the future I'll be streaming. So check out that. And then etc. stuff is real etc. The email is real.etc@gmail.com. We got the merch in my trunk right now, so we about to go deliver it to y'all. So by the time you
Bro.
see this, you should have it in hand.
They pulling
So,
up on you.
We
That
pulling
shit
up
was-
right now. This man saw my trunk. He's like, "Oh my god!"
Bro, I
I'm
had
so
the most
happy.
genuine like happiness in my life. I was
They're
like,
doing personal drop-offs.
exactly.
So look out for that. We love y'all. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Chris Riebow.